Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore, Hardcore Boxing News, back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And if you're hearing the sound of my voice right now, you're having a good evening as well, because God is giving you another opportunity to make it another day, man. I'm so glad that I'm in the number, and I know you are too. Because some people didn't make it today. Some people didn't make it, so we got our papers for another day, man. And I'm so ecstatic. So I'm gonna do everything that I can today, man, that I didn't do yesterday, man. No procrastination today. All right. But listen here, I got my guys. I got Bruce Gas up in the building. Bruce Gas, Boxer Jazz, and more. I got brother Marvin McDowell in the building. Yes, indeed. Hold on. Uh-oh, we got Chill Will in the building. What's up, Chill Will? What's up?
What's happening, fellas? How y'all?
All good, all good.
Man, first of all, before I say anything, Marvin, I got to give you the props.
Hold on. He fell out.
Oh, he fell. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, wait
before.
Yeah,
I had to give him his flowers.
Yeah. Well, wait till he come back in. So
he called that.
Yeah, he'll come back in.
I didn't think I was gonna go like that.
While we waiting on Marvin to come back in, I'm gonna welcome the chat right now. First of all, we got B&N Boxing News, first guy in the building. What's up, B&N Boxing News? We got Showtime, the Gap Pass. He said peace. Well, first of all, B&N Boxing News said Devin Haney will be back. I'm still rocking with Young Dev. Okay. All right, we got Showtime, the Guy. He said peace and blessings to Hardcore. Peace and blessings B&N Boxing News. Somebody got their radio on or TV or something?
I don't know who that is.
I heard TV.
Yeah, I heard it too. It's not me though. I don't have anything
on. Marvin keeps coming in and out, and I guess he must have something on. I guess he went out to shut it off. Hey, Will, how we doing today, brother?
Good. How you doing, Bruce?
Good, bro. Good, man.
All right. We got Mike Rim in the building. Mike Rim, yeah, that's him. He said, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
We got Boxing Menu Podcast Plus. He said, salute to the old timers and chat. We got Tim Layton, man, my brother from another mother. He in the building, hashtag JBT. We got Ace Boogie, brother Love, man. He's in the building. He said, love, family. We got Doc and Lovely in the building. Melon Queen 27. She said, good evening, Jay and the old timing fam. Peace and blessings. We got Lonnie Lee, hashtag JBT. Say good evening, Jay and Hangout. Good evening to you. Tampa Tommy in the building. He said good evening to the old people. Man, get out of here. Danielle Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Sunday, everyone. And matter of fact, Tampa Tommy, you better hope you get the agent. Matter of fact, you be on this panel next week. He's 49 and a whole bunch of change now.
Yeah, just keep living.
How about that? Better hope he get this far. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights say happy Sunday, everyone. Talib Cunningham said good evening, gentlemen. Naeem the Dream, he the only dream left. Peace to Hardcore family and salute. We got Ronnie Evans, aka Hot Rod. What's up, Hot Rod? Salute to the mighty Voyagers. You know who you are, the ones that like to watch. Salute to my grand panel right here. I got Bruce Gas, Boxer Jazz, and more. I got Marvin McDowell, and I got Chill, Mr. Will. What's up, Mr. Will, and everybody, man? Hey, Mr. Will, you were about to say something to Marvin.
Yeah, I was getting ready to give Marvin his flowers, man, because he called that last week. I got to give him the props. Because I didn't see that going that way, but you did. You could go ahead and say he knocked him out. I've never seen a guy get knocked out three, 4 times in the same fight. You know what I mean? Until last night. But,
help from the referee. The referee was helping him, man.
Man, look, that man Garcia got banked last night, man.
Yeah.
Man, that referee did everything he could.
Yes, he did.
And you know, that referee, Harvey Dock, he usually puts in a good performance. He had a bad night.
Yeah.
And, I think he got a little change, man.
I think so too. He looked like he was definitely in Haney's pocket.
Well, you know, the whole card, it seemed to lean towards Golden Boy and Devin Haney Productions. The Arnold Barboza fight before that, I mean, that was like a robbery right there.
Yeah.
The house fighters, and even this fight here, when they announced the decision, I was sitting at the edge of my chair. I said, "Damn, they're going to give
the draw."
Yeah, man. I said they're
made
going to
no sense at all.
Yes, indeed. But you know what? It was an interesting fight too.
Yeah, it was.
In the second and third round, Devin started, putting things together, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like Ryan could turn it on whenever he wanted to.
You know what it looked like to me? It looked like Ryan was carrying him.
Ooh.
Honestly, he wanted to just let it carry him some rounds so he could.
Yeah, because it looked like he could do anything he wanted to do when he got ready.
Yeah, as soon as he started, he wanted to do something. It just happened.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, go ahead, Bruce.
I was going to say Ryan he set the tone in the first round with that knockdown, but after that it was almost like it was
a knockdown. It was just
it was a knockdown. Yeah, for sure. That's why it was 4 knockouts. He got knocked out 4 times in that fight.
Anyway, man. What the hell was I going to say, bro? I can't even remember it now. But hey, keep the convo going. When I remember it, I'll jump right in there with it.
I'm gonna jump over.
Here it is, man.
Okay.
Devin Haney was doing so much holding. I thought the fight was entertaining, but at times it was getting boring. I mean, there was so much holding going on, and then Ryan would come on with an offensive, a couple of good shots, and bang, the fight was interesting again. But it went back and forth, and forth, the holding and to an exciting fight.
Yeah. Devin was holding like he wanted to get a room or something. Hey, Marvin McDowell.
Yeah.
Tell us what you seen, man, for you to make that prediction, man.
See, I never watched what's the name. So yeah, please, Mom. What did you see?
Well, what I saw was from Haney's previous fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, when he fought that guy, I forgot his name. He touched him and he stumbled back to the corner.
Lenard.
Lenard, yeah. When Lenard cracked him, and then too, he didn't have nothing to keep nobody off of.
No, he never did. He never did.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've seen guys that had nothing power, but they could still outbox the power puncher. I've seen that plenty of times. So that's what I was giving him a boxer's edge on that. But evidently his boxing skills aren't all that great.
Right, because he wasn't really consistent.
You know what I noticed about Haney, two of his Achilles heels? It's the same flaw. What he does, he goes all the way in. He goes in too far in, and he gets clipped, and he gets clipped on the way out all the time. That's what I see.
And he keeps his hands down when he's coming out too.
Yeah. Right. And he really don't extend his punches the way he should.
Yeah, his own work.
Yeah.
But
like I always say, man, thank God for these matchmakers, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I'm telling you, these guys with these good records and stuff like that, man. Thank goodness for those matchmakers, man.
Yeah,
because they be doing a great job, man.
Yeah. Well, you could see that with Haney, sure.
Yeah,
because he was staying around the championship picture, but he was fighting the weakest champions on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And he always fought champions who are not at their right weight.
Yeah.
The bigger fighter. This was the first time he fought, and he never fought the power punches either.
No,
right.
This time he's fighting a power puncher who's bigger than he is. So he didn't like that. You could tell right from the beginning.
Oh, he had that not liking it look real early.
Yeah.
What did that weight look like, y'all, that last night, man?
Say it again, Jay.
How much weight did it look like they was weighing last night?
Oh, they were at least 160. Both
of them. Yeah. But Haney was the weaker of the heaviest.
Yeah. He was big, but that's all.
Right.
Hey, but you know what? I said it last week, and I said he kept downgrading Ryan, saying that he's not on this level, he's C class. But I said, what you're doing is putting a foot in your mouth and giving yourself no room for error, because now you done said all this about the guy. What does that make you?
Look,
Right.
it's like it's like that old Chinese proverb: keep your words soft and sweet, because one day you might have to eat them.
Hey, that's the first time I heard that one.
Man.
I'll put that in my repertoire.
Yeah, but see, because they did have some history in the amateurs, man.
Right.
Yeah, well, look, 6 times. Last night was 7.
Right.
So it was no feeling out process going
Right.
on.
They knew what was happening between each other.
Yes.
And the man that jumped and worked first was the man that was going to win the fight.
Not just that, Garcia had the goods to pay the bills last.
But I don't think the Haney camp was taking Garcia seriously, man. I think they just
that's hard to believe. That was I tell you what, that was a massacre last night. And I'm going to say this as a footnote. What we witnessed last night was a career ender, okay?
Yeah.
I don't see any need for a rematch, and I don't see a need for Haney to go anywhere near ring again.
He's 25.
Even at that,
Yeah.
look, you've seen young guys get retired early. Fernando Vargas, David Reed, to name a couple. You know, I mean, what's his name? Davey Moore. Them guys they didn't make it out of their 20s.
He hasn't been in those kind of wars like they have.
Well, last night he was.
But see, here's what you got to understand too. Leading up to those fights, those spawn partners and stuff, man.
Yeah.
When you spawn, you know, in the gym and everything, man, those punches hurt. And a lot of those guys that spar with them are trying to prove something. You know, they trying to get their little war. That's why they don't have no cameras, or they tell you put your phones in the, you know, hang your phones up and stuff, or put your phones away. You know, because a lot of times, man, the fights are lost in the gym.
Well, Ryan's dad said, Bill Haney says he wants an immediate rematch. You think he should go for the rematch, or do you think?
I'm gonna say this about that.
This is assuming that. Wait a minute, Mr. Will. This is assuming that he continues fighting, and if he does, should he take tune-up fights first, get some confidence builders, or should he go right for the rematch?
Well, he had enough of those over the years.
Well, I mean, he's gonna walk into a guy that kicked his ass. He's gonna go right back to that rematch. You think he's gonna have the confidence for that? The mental confidence to go in there again with Ryan?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah. But see, because you got to understand, when you've been boxing a long time like that, you get the losses in the amateurs and stuff like that. You know, I'm saying, you know, you be down, then you be up, then you be down, then you be up. You know, the strongest person, you know, and I think that he's pretty strong because he has some losses in the amateurs, and you know, and one loss in the pros, he really feels that he can rebound from that now. You know, so I think we will see him again, but
I don't want.
He got to get with another good matchmaker, man.
Look, because last night that took some years off of his life, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Tampa Tommy say Haney versus Cobb. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, Cobb is about to fight Broner next. So him and Broner about to fight next. Him and Cobb.
You talking about Blair to Flair?
Yeah, Blair to Flair.
Woo!
Yeah,
he's a Ric Flair protege or something. He thinks.
Yeah, but Boxing Dad, salute Boxing Dad. Good to see you, my guy. I didn't get a chance to talk to you this morning. Salute to you. Andrew Charles, salute to you. Demetrius Bright, salute to you. Al Booger, salute to you. William Old School, salute to you. Andrew Charles, salute. Dale Hayslip, salute. Thomas Hill, salute. Smooth Criminal, salute. Troy Graham, salute.
I'm trying to get him on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop the link right here in the chat. I'm gonna put the link.
Cool.
In the chat.
Cool. Yeah, he's a knowledgeable guy too. But matter of fact, man, have had many hours of watching fights together over the years, so he knows his stuff. Enjoy him. He's a witty, funny guy too. So yeah, man.
I got history with all y'all.
I look forward to the Sunday evenings, man.
Oh yeah, same here.
I'm not even in town, and I wasn't gonna let that be an excuse. I said,
oh, there you go. There you go. Dedicated soldier.
That was getting ready to say that. That's dedication.
I got to be with my fellas, man.
Hey, I got. If Troy's coming up, I got to hit on the vape, so no problem whatsoever, man. Bring him on in. Bring him on.
I think who everybody want to see is George Hansen, the dude with the dreads, that said that Devin is the best fighter since ice cream.
Oh, you talking about the Jamaican guy?
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of people on this YouTube got a dose of reality this weekend.
Yeah.
He was walking on water, bro. No.
Yeah. A lot of people.
But like Marvin said, perfect matchmaking in his benefit. You know.
Hey man, let me tell you something. But you know who else called it too? Coach Calvin called it too. Coach Calvin said the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it because he wanted Tank to get him.
Yeah,
right.
Well, he been in there. He been in there with Ryan.
Yeah.
So he knew what Ryan had. He knew what
he also did some work with Haney.
Yeah.
In the amateurs. Yeah.
No, it's fun when he went to California. When he first got up with Floyd.
Oh, okay. Let me bring my guy in right now.
Yeah, Haney was
what's up, baby boy?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing this evening?
Hey, what's up, man?
Bernard, what's happening, my brother?
Man, just a beautiful weekend this weekend, man. Just a beautiful weekend.
Hey, I know you wish your boy was in there.
Man, people don't want to hear my mouth. They don't want to hear my mouth. Yeah. They don't want to talk to you after you tell them what was going to happen. They don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, because I could see your son.
I'm about to bring in the Troy Graham experience.
Hey, Bernard, I can see your son stopping him too, man.
Man, I told people, man, that's an easy assignment. Bill Haney should be in the Hall of Fame because he moved that average guy a long way.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, gentlemen.
We got a super chat from a Smooth Criminal. Mr. Will already know I picked Ryan to win. That's what Smooth Criminal said.
He did.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, how you doing? Well, last week I said to my mentor over there, Mr. Umar, I said, well, I'm actually going to disagree with you because I got Haney beating him because how hard could it be to keep your right hand up and work the fight with your jab to block the left hook?
Right.
Yeah, but
that's why I haven't beaten him in all the 20 years yet. When we go back and talk about fights, I haven't beaten him one time. So,
but that's why he's your mentor.
Yeah, well, that's why he's Yoda. That's why he's Yoda, and I'm Black Luke Skywalker. I get it.
But Haney, I see he does not know how to gauge distance, y'all. That's his biggest problem.
I gotta give it to I gotta give it to Brother Bernard too. Even though he's from DC, he said he called it too. All right, brother. You said it. You said it too, brother. You said it too.
I mean, when you look at Devin Haney's career, you can't name none of the first 19 we fought.
I'm gonna go 20.
You can't do that with any fighter nowadays.
Now, when you look at the guys that he did fight, all of them were 30 pluses. Yeah. And when I say 30 plus, I mean the 32, 35, their career was past them.
Yeah.
Kambosos, I mean, I like Kambosos, but he was a C-rated fighter at best who had one great night. His night was when he beat Teofimo.
Yeah, Teofimo was sick.
And
Hey, Troy Graham, you guys, somebody in the chat want to know, how would you like your pro?
Well, since I'm from Jamaica, we can make some curry and some rice and peas and cabbage with that. Thank
you. Yeah, it might taste good.
Bird. It's still a tough bird to swallow. That's
Hey, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna treat it like oxtail, braise and braise and braise till I get it where I want it to be, baby.
Now, other than Jay, who saw Kurt Scobie Friday evening?
I saw it.
What did you think about that?
I think that.
I think sometimes, I just think sometimes that the night is bad, the matchup is bad. I think Kurt a good fighter, but sometimes the matchups be bad. But in boxing, I can't go against myself. I don't think there is a bad matchup. I think somebody just has your number.
What it was I saw, it looked like heart failure to me. And what I mean by that, Scobie is used to.
Hey, I got that for real. Damn, that hurt.
Yeah, man, look, he's used to hitting people and watching them go away, right? And that guy was eating everything he threw at him and wasn't even blinking. And slowly but surely, like I said, a heart failure set in.
Well, I actually see it a little different. I kind of look at it like the first Sugar Ray fight versus Duran. Once he got hit and hurt, that damn pride kicked in, and he wobbled and got dropped, whatever. Then he wanted to fight.
No comparison.
Right? No, it's not.
No. What I'm saying was his game plan was out the window then, because he had so much history with him that he just wanted to fight him after that. Let's see what happens in the rematch.
You're talking about Haney right now.
No, I'm talking about Haney. Yeah. Once he got hit and hurt, his pride kicked in, and his game plan, he didn't even care about it. He just wanted to fight him.
No, we talking about Scobie.
I know you still hung over from that fight.
Oh, brother, the only thing I drink is tea.
No, you drank that Haney Kool-Aid, man. That Haney Kool-Aid had a double hit. Look, that Haney Kool-Aid had a double hit. That thing had a double hit, man. My man not on here. I think Hardcore need to call. He might have fell over after he drank a double hit of that thing. Because he
was already in the old timers chat copping a plea.
No, listen. This is what I did. I mixed the green and the red, and I guess it must have went to my head. And then after that, when Haney fell, I was dead. Okay.
Wow.
Man, they was mixing. He was talking about the Scobie fight, but I understand everybody looked like Hank after that.
Really. I'm telling you, man.
But
I was shocked on that one too.
Yeah.
With the Scobie loss, I was surprised.
Scobie fight on. I said, all right, let me check it out.
Yeah. I was more shocked on the Scobie fight. Because he had a dude in front of him I thought was tailor made for him to look good.
What do you think about the rematch though? If there's a rematch between Ryan and Haney,
it ain't gonna be no rematch.
Need for it, and I don't want.
There ain't gonna be no rematch.
No, I don't see a need.
Maybe even worse. It might stop him early.
Man, you know what Apollo said in the ring to Rocky? Ain't gonna be no rematch.
Right.
Yeah, but see, the thing of it is,
and then he turned around and gave him a rematch, and he beat him. Remember the last fight they had in private?
Garcia is the welterweight, and he should be 54. He looked real big, man.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's going to be a problem. That's why he wasn't really worried about winning the title, because he couldn't make 40. He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I think totally different on that, Mr. Marvin. Look, you know what I thought? I looked at him when he came in there. He had the beer in his hand, he had his pants on, he had his shoes on. We don't know what he had in his pockets, but we done seen dudes weigh in with a pair of sweatpants and shoes on. You take that off, that's the three. Mm-hmm. I think he didn't want to pay the sanctioning fee, and he realized my name with this win is big enough where I don't need a belt.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. He did have all of that stuff on.
Yeah, he did.
That 143.
He did,
Yeah.
and
With
not
the
just
shoes,
that.
his
Oh
pants.
but that was the ceremonial one that we watched.
Yeah.
That wasn't the real one.
Oh.
Okay, well, if
Yeah.
he was 43, like I said, the dude put on a performance where I'm not giving no reason of anything. 3 pounds. After Devin said in the last fight, he rehydrated back up to 65. He must didn't drink the same stuff he drunk last time because he should have
Yeah.
drank 2 bottles of it.
Yeah. He drank the Kool-Aid.
How many plus that belt is too? Ryan says he still has that 140 WBC belt, which makes
Yeah.
no sense because back in the day, even if the fighter didn't make weight and beat you, the belt would be declared
The
vacant.
belt be vacant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it be
But
vacant.
Suleiman
But that's
came out
Suleiman. He changes his rules.
He came out yesterday and said Devin is still the WBC champ.
Yeah.
Suleiman
How?
was up
How
at-
is he still champion?
Makes no sense. Makes no
Because
sense.
Yeah, because the
it
belt
wasn't a
wasn't-
title fight. It wasn't
Oh,
a
that's
title
right.
fight.
That's right. Because he didn't make weight. He
Right.
he
It
didn't
wasn't
make
a
weight.
title fight.
He didn't make
And
weight.
they could have just called the fight off, but they
Yeah.
still want to fight.
Right. He didn't make weight. But the thing is with me, I still want to see the rematch because the fight wasn't a complete blowout, man. It wasn't like he blew
I don't
Devin
want
out.
it because of
It
that.
wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a blowout. I mean,
No,
Devin
Five
had his spots where he was
knockdowns
fighting.
kind of
That
He
was
got
a
blowout.
knocked down
Devin had
5
his spots where he
times.
was,
That was a
he was
massive.
fighting back and all
5
that. You know, he
times
had
was
his
a
spots.
blowout.
That was a massive.
Man, Dalmatian got spots, but he white at the base.
Huh?
I said a Dalmatian got spots, but he's white at the base. Like, them
And this is where
spots-
Bruce would come in.
Hey, them spots wasn't enough to say let's get a rematch.
What the hell is happening on in here? Hey, I got a question, y'all. I got a question. Okay. Now, in the post press conference, Ryan said that he cannot make 43. It's impossible. No, 40. It's impossible for him. He said his body physically can't go past 43.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he said he's going to 47 next. And he even called out Boots.
He's gonna get beat up.
What do you
Look, I don't like that little thing he does, how he turns his back and gives you his back. Because
But you know what? It got him closer. It got him closer to Ryan. One of my guys, he said that, and it made sense. Even though it did look ugly, it made Devin get closer to him where he can come back.
Right. Boy, he could catch him with that right hand and that hook.
that hook.
It brought him to that hook.
Yeah. It made
I
him-
can't- I mean-
So what do y'all think about Ryan at 47?
He better stick to. If he moves to 147, he should stay away from Boots because Boots is way too big for him. Boots will wash him away.
It's
think
not
he-
even about size. It's about the craft.
Skill, yeah. I think just
And I
Boots' skill
still
level and
don't
his size.
think
Yeah.
Garcia is an elite boxer. He
Yeah.
beat the guy
And
that he
see,
to beat last night.
the way that Tank cracked him and
Right.
Boots is
Right.
bigger.
One shot.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Boots
But you have to
Boots
factor
come
in the
down
weight
from
clause too. With Tank.
damn near 70 pounds, 170. You know? So
Right.
I'm saying Boots got his power, man. He can really with either hand, man. He can take him out. So, you gotta leave him alone. He can call him out to make some money, but he ain't gonna beat him, man.
No.
Yeah. I tell you what, he could fight Barbosa. Who's the guy Tank fought at 140? Is it Barbosa or whatever his name is?
Barrios.
Yeah,
Barrios. He's at 140. He's at 147. He only has 2 losses. That's to Tank and to Thurman. So that's a good start fight if he goes to 147.
It's a lot of good fights at 47.
Yeah.
Who else is up there for him?
He can get Jalil if he want.
With no problem.
I was gonna ask you what weight your son fought at, brother.
He
So
fight
yeah.
47 all day long.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah,
You should start putting in your bid right now. You start putting in your bid for that fight right now.
We wouldn't turn it down. Congratulations to Ryan. I was with him. Y'all know I was with him last night. But if he was at 47, I would definitely be open to that. I mean, I think he's just being honest, I think he's in a financial bracket that a fight with him and my son wouldn't happen because he's looking for a big number. The number he's looking for, and he should be looking for, 20 million.
Yeah, but see, what if he take a chance to use his son as a tune-up of his first fight going up on welterweight?
He get knocked out. He'll get knocked out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he get knocked out. I don't think anybody handling him would take on a 6'1" welterweight that can punch.
Mm-hmm.
Who he gonna fight at 147 that's gonna make him 20 million?
I think he's looking for it though. I mean, hey, maybe he would get a Bud Crawford fight. If I'm gonna lose the boots, I'm gonna lose the Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Bud ain't coming back down. Bud ain't coming back down.
Yeah, I just
down
think,
for Ryan. That's
hey man,
money.
for 20 million,
That's money.
what Marvin Hagler say about Tommy
cut
Hearns?
off my
I cut the
pinky
pinky finger off. Yeah,
That's
I
right.
cut the pinky finger off. Yeah, so for $20 million, and I think Ryan is that other. I'm gonna tell you the fight I think would be good for Ryan. Him
What's
and
that?
Rolly would sell the shit out of a
Yeah,
fight.
sell the hell out of
Okay.
that fight.
They
yo.
would sell
Okay.
a fight. They would sell a fight. You would think, yeah, I'm telling you, they would sell a fight. Them two
Rolly
right
fights at
there.
140 though, no?
Man, Rolly come up. Rolly fight.
Rolly a big
was talking
boy.
about moving up.
Foley's a punch away from retardation.
When he ready to get punched, he willing to take that punch. I think him and Ryan would sell out a fight. They gonna sell. They would
Oh,
sell
boy.
the pre-fight where you would want to see it.
Especially all
Because
that
it is,
talking. All
because
that
it is.
talking they'll be doing.
Hey, but nah, your son was at the fight last night, man. What they made it look like that was a full arena. Can you tell us what
Yes, yeah, there was some camera tricks going on for sure.
Man, my son called me and said, "Dad, look at the joint." Man, he said that joint empty. I said, "What?" He was like, "Bro, I could throw a quarter and hit any number I want on the seat chart."
Wow.
Oh, bet on black. That's that's the trick they do. They actually black out the empty seats and only show you where the crowd is. So that's a trick. That's what everybody.
I mean, I think that it's only a handful of people really that can fill up arenas. Yeah, I don't blame it on Devin and Ryan. I blame part of it on the undercard. It wasn't really that.
Oh,
that
the
was
undercard.
trash.
We didn't find out about the undercard until the 2 days before the fight.
Yeah, the undercard was worse, man.
That's crazy.
Well, I tell you what you do for the rematch. You keep it out on the West Coast, and then we'll see what happens.
They probably won't even fill it up either.
Yeah, but my thing is,
Man, you keep talking about a rematch. They ain't gonna put that rematch on the Disney
All
Channel.
right.
Ain't
They
nobody
said the same.
Ain't nobody paying to see that rematch, man. Ain't nobody even talking
I'm
about
saying,
it.
what's going to be the
next day,
difference?
it wasn't nobody talking about it.
Well,
I tell you,
Now, see,
you
this
might
is
get outboxed. You
the
might get
first
outboxed.
time. This is the first time that I heard that they did small ticket sales at the gate. I heard it was sold out.
Man,
you sell it for $5, it'll sell out.
Yeah.
But
We
no
all
one
know.
said it wasn't. He said that it was seats everywhere. So
That's there's no way to sell on them tickets that fast.
No.
Because if it was that empty
The
when
day
you showed
before
the blue
fight,
spot,
I looked up the tickets and it was all blue.
yeah. So there's no way to sell them tickets that fast unless you comp some seats to somebody.
Unless you get one of the buy.
Yeah, they must be giving a bag of weed with every ticket.
Oh my goodness.
420.
Hey, it's 420 in New York City, man. I was watching one guy. He had Zab Judah on, and they were talking at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Zab is hitting on a big blunt, and he's giving his opinion about the fight. But I mean, New York is crazy. I think New York is the most weed-friendly city in the country right now, surpassing LA and Denver.
The only way they could have sold on them tickets that fast is to put a bunch of poles in there and told them, it's a boxing / you're gonna have some girls there, doing some stuff on the pole.
But I just told it wasn't sold out, and I heard it was sold out, but you were there, man, and it wasn't sold out. So, I believe.
He's not the only person that told me that either. A few people told me that it was seats everywhere. You could have sat where you want.
I tell you what, I'm still gonna harp on this rematch because I saw some spots that Ryan. I don't know what he was doing with the showboating, because he actually could have took him out. Why was he showboating?
He was carrying him.
Why was he showboating? That was stupid.
Butt whipping. He wanted to like Larry Holmes used to say. He wanted to get him drunk and then mother.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat You must be 50 and over to come in. We are carding at the door.
And Devin didn't have that Larry Holmes Trinidad thing in him, where he gets hit and hurt and he goes and he turns into that dog. He don't have that thing in him like that.
No,
he just doesn't.
Man, look, we all know Devin Haney by himself against anybody else couldn't draw flies at a dump. Okay.
and especially now, even the flies aren't around anymore.
I could sell.
There is 2 left now. It's just Tank and Shakur.
I could sell Devin.
Where you gonna sell him at?
Flea market.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make him the vocal point and put his father in the background, and I'll write all everything he's going to say when he goes on these different shows. I'll write all his rebuttals.
His father blew everything for him.
His father's good for him.
Yeah, his father's good, but but as fans, we have to get to know the fighter.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm
going to bring in Devin's manager. Hold on one second. He's in the building. Hold on one second.
Okay.
How you doing today, George Hanson?
Always good to see another Jamaican. Always good to see another Jamaican.
Hey, George.
Yes.
You didn't watch the fight?
No, I watched the fight and I scored the fight.
Uh-oh.
And at the end, I added up my totals, right? I'm not one of those guys.
And it didn't mean anything.
Right? Did you use multiple or division?
No. Listen to what I'm saying, and that's why I called you. I'm not a guy who watch a fight then say based on how it might have looked in the opticals or whatever in the big round, say somebody won. I scored round to round, right?
Okay.
And at the end on my scorecard, I had Haney 113, 111. However, I know that the close rounds that could have gone either way, the 5th and the 9th, I clearly gave Ryan Garcia the first round. The 6th round, 9-8, because he lost a point for hitting on the break. It would have been a 10-8 round. And he had a 10-8 in the 10th and 11th. However, the 5th and 9th round were close, and depending on what you like, you could have given him those rounds. And if you did give him the rounds, I can see why it's 114 and 110.
I agree with him.
And I'm saying, I scored the fight. There are people who score fights after they see the fight, right? So I always say this with everybody, right? When I talk about who won a fight, when we look at a fight, I ask people, a fight is scored round by round, not at the end of the fight. So when I'm having a discussion about any fight, whether it's controversial or not, I ask everybody, bring out your scorecard and let's compare where did we differ as far as rounds. You see my point?
I never heard you say that about any other fights.
I've said it about Jay Hawthorne. I've said that about every fight. Me and everybody have a discussion. I said, "What's your scorecard?" And nobody brings out their scorecard. I've been consistent. So if somebody said I haven't said that about fight, then you have not seen me on this podcast.
I've heard you say that about fights, but then I also heard you say Devin Haney's the best boxer, the IQ, all this other stuff. Nobody will be able to beat him. And he got
can I say this?
He got washed.
Yeah,
my brother, can I say this? I have said that, and I'm not backing down from saying that. Also said the same thing about Sugar Ray Leonard before he fought Roberto Duran, and he lost. Also said the same thing about Tommy Hearns, and he got knocked out by Aaron Barkley.
Man, you talking about past, man. We talking about right now, man.
Let me say this.
Hold on. We got a total. We got a super chat. We got to pay the bills around here. Melon Queen 27 gave us a good 5-piece. She said, was George or Troy the judge that scored at 112, 112?
I scored at 113, 111.
I'm with Brother George.
I'm saying to everyone, we can go round by round in your scorecard, but if you don't have a scorecard and you're basing on 3 knockdowns, we can't have a very intelligent conversation.
So you feel that Devin won last night?
No, listen.
No, according to your scorecard.
Based on my scorecard, I had him winning 113, 111, but also recognize that the 5th round and the 9th round could have swung either way because neither man really dominated or made a huge difference between them. So I can understand somebody giving Garcia those 2 rounds as opposed to me giving it to Haney. So that would give Garcia, I can understand 114, 110 for Garcia. So it's not a point where I'm going to argue, oh my God, robbery, because I know that the same thing in the Lomachenko fight. There were some close rounds that Devin got that could have gone to Lomachenko. That's all I'm saying, folks.
Oh, okay, because I was trying to make a connection.
No, I'm saying I'm arguing from a position of logic, not emotions. And I ask everybody who looked at that fight, please.
Well, he won emotionally in my book. A win is a win, whether it's emotionally or unemotionally.
Well, he's still champion though, right?
No, folks, all I'm saying is, how did you guys score it? Can we have a comparative analysis looking at the rounds? And how did you guys score? That's all I'm asking.
It's too late for all that.
Did Garcia get the decision? Was he dominant in those rounds that he dropped Haney? Yes, he was. He got 10-8 rounds, and had he not clipped him in one of those rounds, he would have had a 10-8 and had point taken and made it 10-9. So all I'm saying for comparative analysis, how did you guys score the fight round by round? That's all I'm asking.
I'm standing with Brother George. That's the most intelligent, breakdown I've heard since I've been
up.
I'm
asking. I'm not asking anything else. I'm not saying Garcia didn't get the decision and dominated 3 rounds. I'm asking, what's your scorecard? How did you score the first? How did you score the second? Who did you give the third to? The 10th, the 5th, the 4th, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. We know how 10 and 11 were scored, and we know how 6 was scored. It was scored 10. It was scored 9-8 because Ryan was winning 10-8, then the man had a point taken. So we know how that was scored. But we know how 10 and 11 were scored, but there were several other rounds. How did you guys score them? That's all I'm asking.
I have one question. Do you feel, though, that Devin Haney is still the best fighter in boxing?
Do I feel?
Never felt like that.
Can I say this? I've been consistent from day one. I said the best fighter in boxing is Jerome Boots Ennis.
Oh.
Didn't you hear me say that? Last year, this year?
I believe I heard you say that.
Okay.
No, let me correct you again. You said there's nobody can beat Devin.
I said nobody in that division is going to beat Haney.
Oh.
So I was wrong. I said nobody was going to beat Ray Leonard. I was wrong. I said Aaron Barkley.
Man, keep going back in the past, man. We're talking about right now.
No,
honestly,
gentlemen, you know something funny? We got a lot of revision in history, right? And everybody's going to say they knew Garcia was going to beat Haney, right? Let me ask you a question. How much money did y'all make on the fight?
I didn't say that. I actually said that Devin will probably win the fight by split decision because I felt, though, that he was the better boxer. I was incorrect. And I stand on being incorrect. And I also watched the fight, and Ryan won that fight.
Jay Hardcore.
I cannot say that Devin won that fight.
Jay Hardcore. What I'm saying, 2 things I'm saying to people, right? If everybody knew what was going to happen, they'd have put money on it and become millionaires, right? And all I'm saying to people who said that what's the name won the fight, all I'm asking, we're all professionals here, right? I just want a comparative analysis of our scorecard to see if I was grossly wrong. There are 3 rounds we can't disagree on because they were knockdown, but I want to see, comparatively speaking, how did you guys score the rest of the round to see whether my 113, 111 was so way off? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is not going to change anything. It's just the way it is.
My brother, we're not saying it's going to change anything. We're just trying to see how we scored the fight. That's all.
I didn't write each round down as I watched it. I just more or less said, okay, the first round I did give to Ryan. The second, third, and fourth, I thought that Devin won the second, third, and fourth.
I gave him those. You're right. I scored those 10-9 for Devin.
Round 5 I gave to Ryan.
Okay, I do understand that. No problem with that. I said that was a close round. You're right. And Ryan could have got Ryan. If somebody gave that to Ryan, nobody's gonna scream.
Yeah, I do see. I see what you're saying. The the two close rounds that you mentioned, on my card I gave
swing
on
round.
those cards I gave them to Ryan, but I'm sure somebody else could have gave him when there's nothing of action that you can say definitively won. You're going on somebody who likes art. It's up to your interpretation.
And my brother, based on your analysis, that's why I say I'm not screaming robbery. Based on that analysis that Ryan could have gotten to Ryan, I understand 114, 110 for Garcia. You see my point?
Yeah, I see your point.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know what? Brother George does have a point. He said when it comes to Devin that was nobody at 140 that could beat him, which technically is true since Ryan didn't make weight.
I told you I think at 40 will beat him. I told you the guy who I think at 40 will beat him, and he don't even have a belt.
What? Gary Russell
Jr.
Yep, Gary Antoine Russell will beat him, and he don't have a belt.
Yeah, Gary Antoine.
I didn't have to go to the champions. I can go to him, and I think it got quiet like Sunday school.
No.
And it didn't get like the library.
No. I think I said that he would outbox Russell because Russell kind of reminds me of Porter when he fought. Strong Porter.
Antoine will walk right through him.
Probably stop him.
You have nothing to put in front of him.
Do you remember when Sean Porter fought Paulie Malignaggi?
Oh
remember that fight?
That's a terrible comparison. Yeah.
That's the fight I would see. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a terrible comparison.
I don't think it would be that Paulie and Sean fight because I think Sean more or less mugged Paulie. I got Antoine really hitting him with something and knocking him out.
Jay, can I ask a question since I can't?
Always can ask a question, George.
How much money did y'all make last night betting on Ryan? Anybody made any money?
I tell you this, I've said before, I only betted my son.
Okay,
I thought Devin was going to win.
Anybody else?
Marvin McDowell called it, man.
I don't bet.
He be a betting man. Everybody don't bet.
I didn't win any money, but I did win a whole plate of crow.
Okay.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, matter of fact, how would you like your crow, George?
My brother, I'm Jamaican. I stand by what I stand on. Devin Haney, I went with Haney. It won't be the first time in boxing that I've been wrong, and it won't be the last time.
It sound like the last Jamaican who spoke.
Crow is the question.
It ain't that big.
The question is how you want your crow.
My brother, it's not crow. Ain't nobody 100% right.
Oh, Lord.
I'm still a big Haney fan.
Yeah, but we call it eating crow around here, my brother.
Man, y'all call it eating crow. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat crow. I stand on what I say.
It's virtual crow, so it's like vegetarian.
Ain't no virtual crow.
Totally shocked, bro. I
guarantee you, it's fat free.
I thought it was going to be an easy boxing lesson. I thought Devin Haney was going to have an easy cakewalk, and I was wrong, man. But that's what we love about boxing. That's what keeps us coming back for second.
He's gonna make some jerk.
That crow, brother. I want a second plate of that crow, man. I'll eat it again.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat crow.
No, but this actually helps boxing. That loss actually helps boxing because now we have something to talk about.
This is all internet bullshit. We don't have to eat any real crow. You know that.
Brother George, just tell him the truth. Just tell him the truth, man.
We got a lot of
Yard man not eating a John Crow. Just tell him.
We got a lot of revisionist historian, even in the boxing world, calling me this morning, right? Well, you said Haney was going to win. Well, if you thought Garcia was going to win, you could have made a lot of money, but you didn't. But now people.
It ain't about money. It ain't about money all the time, man.
You didn't pick Garcia. So I say to people, shut up. You didn't pick him.
Hey, how big enough that? How big enough?
Jay, I picked him on the show a couple of weeks ago, Jay.
Huh?
I picked him on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Let me ask her.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying I'm talking about my friend that are calling now. Well, you said Devin Haney was going. Yes, I did. I did pick Haney. I stand by it. But none of these guys wanted to bet any money. But they're revisionist historian. They know what's going to happen after it happens.
Hey, when was the last upset?
You know what? I can't go with that, man. Because brother Marvin McDowell clearly stated that Devin was going to get knocked out, man. He called it, man.
We're not talking about Brother McDowell.
Why he got to bet money? Maybe he's not a betting man.
I'm not a betting man.
We're not talking about him, J Hardcore. I'm talking about all my friends who calling me this morning.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about Brother McDowell.
That's another show.
All the revisionist historian.
Okay, yeah, we were just talking about we can't read your mind. We don't know nothing about who called you.
Well, that's another show.
I just want to give my brother credit where credit is due. He called.
This is definitely the upset of the year so far. But what's the last time?
Oh yeah.
What's the last? When is there a bigger upset than this? I mean, to me, this is upset of the year 2024.
I don't see the upset of the. I don't see it.
Well,
Troy, what is the upset of the
year?
There's no upset of the year yet because that fight really was. A lot of people thought it was 50-50, even though I picked Devin to really just outbox him. But people are questioning Devin's chin and yada yada yada. So it's not.
And it worked.
Yeah.
To me, it was a phenomenal upset. I'm going to say that was Ring Magazine's upset of the year so far, bro.
I don't think so.
It was an upset for me. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
No. Like if Tank loses next month or whatever, then you could say, well, that's an upset because this is a guy that they handpicked for him.
The hangout said, "Let's give a round of applause for Devin James coaching."
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, okay.
Why not?
When he loses next fight, are we going to give Derrick James the credit?
Nah, yeah, because he's going to lose this time.
Can I ask you a question, folks? Ryan Garcia didn't do anything he normally doesn't do. He literally folks, all those rounds, he literally got beat with a jab in like 5 or 6 rounds, not doing anything, dancing around like he was a ballerina.
What about the hug fest that Devin
didn't even throw that many jabs?
What about the hug fest?
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
That's the thing I'm talking about. He don't have that it factor like Holmes and Trinidad. Once you get hit and hurt, you go into kill mode. He don't have that it factor like that.
He doesn't have a punch in the first round, if you ask me. Garcia caught him cold, and for some reason, he didn't step on the gas.
That's the thing I'm talking about. That's
right,
the it factor.
That's what I'm saying. He had him. The fight could have been over in the first round.
He wanted to punish him, man.
Like that's what I said earlier. That's what it was. He just wanted to carry him and punish him.
I was actually thinking that Devin was going to come back and beat him. That was my mindset throughout the whole fight. I thought Devin was going to come back and beat him.
No,
but Devin can't punch.
No,
Devin can't punch.
No, but everybody has a body, and as we know, we wear somebody's body out, you could do some damage.
If you have,
all he was doing was holding the body.
Devin doesn't have a respectable punch.
Right.
Man, it looked like Garcia could have been blindfolded, tied to a tree, and Haney wouldn't have been able to knock him out.
It doesn't matter if you're a powerhouse if you keep wearing at the body, man. They'll take his soul and come down.
He hit him with 5 shots to the kidney, point blank. Didn't even phase him. Anybody catch that one?
I
He
guess
didn't catch him really clean in the kidney.
drinking.
I saw them shots, Brooks. He didn't catch him clean. He was just firing.
Let me ask everybody a question.
Okay.
What happens? What you guys gonna say when Haney comes back in the rematch and stop Garcia?
That's not going to ever happen.
That's a great question.
It ain't even going to be another fight. Then they're not going to fight again.
Who said they're not going to fight again?
That either.
I said it. They ain't going to fight again.
They fight again.
And I'm definitely agreeing with that.
They're not going to fight again.
That's
I don't think it's a rematch clause.
That's a suicide mission.
I'm going with Devin.
They're not going to fight again. If they do fight, it's going to be at another weight class. It ain't going to be 140.
Okay.
And it's going to be a worse result if it is another weight class, especially bigger.
I'm taking Devin Haney in the rematch.
Hey, George, if you do, I'll bet you.
Me too. I want some of
that too.
I take $100 on that.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll take.
I'm going with Haney.
I'll take $99 off and
No,
bet
y'all
bet
don't
$1 that
realize
Haney will
this,
win.
right? This was
I'll
just
take a 5-piece and a biscuit
Yo,
with
Jay
fries.
Hardcore. This is just a misdemeanor.
Yes,
Jay
sir.
Hardcore.
Yes,
This was
sir.
a misdemeanor. Haney missed
Since we're
this
getting
one.
down
Now
to that, I'll bet you $1 to a donut. How about that?
Jay Hardcore.
Yes, sir.
This was simply a misdemeanor. Devin missed this one. Now he's meaner.
Oh, okay. All right.
How much you want to put on that?
Nah, but
I'm actually
Haney
gonna
will
bet
never
Brother
be.
Hackett.
That was
I'm
too
actually,
expensive.
yeah, I'm actually gonna bet Brother Hackett a whole chicken box with some mumbo sauce. That Haney gonna beat him.
Huh?
Man, I tell you like this. I'll say my predictions for any fight, but I don't put no status, cause, or anything on a fighter that I'm not in the camp with him. And if I'm betting on my son.
I
I'm
know
betting
that's
on my
right.
son.
I can't
Man,
bet against your son, brother. I cannot bet against.
no,
I
if
think
my,
that'd
if
be
my,
unfair.
We all
if
with
my
you.
son fought Devin, my son fought Ryan, you are right. I'm gonna bet what you want to bet because I know what I do with him and I know what he do. But
Mhm.
I gotta go. I gotta go with the brother. If you feel that comfortable about it, if you're a gambler, bet on it. I just look at it as I think they both came in there. I think it was a good spirited effort that both of them put forward.
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
I have to respect Devin for getting up.
Yeah, he
You
was
know,
gutsy. He was
he
definitely
constantly
gutsy.
he
Gutsy.
constantly got up. I have to really give him his kudos for that because he could have just took the easy way out. I also have to say Bill Haney. If this was the end of the run, or if they come back and fight again, it doesn't matter. I think Bill Haney did an immaculate job with his son.
Salute to him.
I salute him for that.
Yeah, I'd go
Whether
for
you
that.
whether
I'd go
you're a
for that.
fan of his or whether you're not a fan of his, he took his son and they did it their way, and they made a lot of money. They made good fights. They won belts. And if you're just looking at the criteria,
And
like I
made
said,
history.
they
Made
know
history.
I'm not a Devin Haney fan, but if you ask my opinion, I think he's done enough so far, criteria wise. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
This is a
Thank
new
you.
beginning for them. It's not the end of the road. I don't know where people get that
No,
he's
yeah,
just gonna
I
quit
heard
now.
people want to.
I'm
I
saying
heard people want to
bro.
dispose him. I don't want to
Do that.
dispose him, man.
No, I'm not. I'm
Nah,
not. I'm saying, no, I'm not disposing him. I'm saying if he chooses
No,
to
no,
say,
no,
"Hey,
no. I'm just saying, but I've been hearing a lot of disposement about.
yeah,
People.
I don't think
I
one fight.
can't get rid of a kid that's 25 years old, man.
Yeah, I don't think one fight defines your whole career. Manny Pacquiao got put to sleep on his face, and he came
Thank
back
you.
and still won fights. So one fight doesn't define your career.
Yeah,
But
but see,
I have to say
it's different types
about
of fighters, though, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know
I
that.
want to see
You know
what
that.
he comes back and does if he decides to. But if he decides to walk away, him and his dad did great. They made
Mhm.
money. They made history. I definitely got to say that if you look at what he's done, he's a Hall of Fame fighter right now. If he doesn't fight again, he's a Hall of Fame fighter. And they did it their way.
Right.
Come from one father's son to another father's son. I'm gonna do it my way. And if my
Thank
way
you.
works for me and my son, I don't care what nobody feels. If you ain't my fan, me and my son at the end of the day came from people who weren't millionaires, so we changed our family's life. So
Thank
for
you.
that, I take my hat off to him. I take my hat off to Ryan, both of them guys. When you go through the amateurs and you see these guys in the amateurs and know where they came from to where they are, I take my hat off to them. At the end of the day, their families financially are in a different boat than mine.
That's
So
right.
I am not that guy that says anything other than I thought Ryan was gonna win. But as far as
And
my
Jay,
kudos, I give it to him.
Jay Hardcore. Let me
Yes,
add to that.
yes, sir.
I watched the Tommy Hearns Marvin Hagler fight,
Yes, sir.
and there were some people say, "Well, this is the end of the road for Tommy or whatever." Hagler got in. Hearns came back to not only win the middleweight title, the super middleweight title, and 2 light heavyweight title, and some small cruiserweight belt that might not be recognized, but he did come back and win all those championships.
Mm-hmm.
So as I say to people, it's not the end of the road for Devin Haney. It's just a bump in the road. So For all the people, oh my God, and I got to agree with all the sentiments that's expressed by Coach with Bill Haney, to take your kid at 16 years old, take him to Mexico, turn him pro, win 2 world titles, make all the money. We need to applaud Bill Haney.
Yeah, and you also, you also got to look at this guy too, and I'm gonna call Mr. Wills
But
to a
how
great
would
league.
we talking if he would have beat Garcia? How would we be talking then?
We would have been saying, I'm looking for him to fight Subriel Matias to
Yeah,
unify the
exactly,
belt. That's what I would be saying the next
exactly.
day.
Yep.
That's exactly what I would be saying. He's going to unify. They're going to make a ton of money now. Devin Haney and the power punching Puerto Rican fighter making 25 or 40 million each over in Dubai. That's what I would be saying.
And what's stopping him from fighting him, though? Even though he lost, what's stopping him from fighting him?
I would love to see the rematch without Ryan.
Yeah,
we got a super chat. We got a super chat for being in boxing news. $1.99 a dollar. Ryan showing up, and Ryan is a weight bully. Okay,
Who
a
said?
weight bully for the weight bully. Now that's funny. But I tell y'all what, I got another question for you all, man. We're gonna leave this conversation for a minute because we got an up and coming fight. I want to get y'all predictions from it right now. We got Better Be versus Duvall coming up. I'd like to get your opinions and tell me what y'all think about it right now. We're gonna start with Troy on that one.
I always get their names freaking mixed up. Now the guy who fought
the Russian is better. Well, Russian, Ukrainian, whatever is Better Be.
Yeah, no. But I'm just trying to make sure that I talk. I speak right.
Okay.
Right. So the fighter who fought, Alvarez, is that Better Be? I can always get their names mixed up.
That's
okay. Good. He's a good boxer, and he's the younger of the two fighters. So
yes.
But the other guy, I see him as he's a power puncher, but I also think he's very one-dimensional. I've seen a couple of I see both of them fight. I think he's one-dimensional. I think the younger man could outbox him. I think so. But if he slows down, then he's gonna get knocked out by the other brother there, because he could take a licking and keep people on coming. He can.
All right. So who you got?
I got the guy who beat Alvarez winning the fight. Bivol, yeah.
All right, George.
Let me ask this question: are they subject to VADA testing?
I don't know.
To me, absence of them doing that testing and all that other stuff, because I just look at Better Be, and I'm not indicting anybody, and I don't want to get sued. There's just something doesn't look right for me. For him, looks like he's a cyborg that came from one of those East German factory running the Olympics. You get my point? I look at his muscles and I look at everything.
That's because he's a cruiser. Damn,
he got hit up by the people. God gracious, he's gone.
Yeah, because he's a cruiserweight. That's why, because he's a cruiserweight fighting at 175, just like.
Right, well, when George come back, we'll talk to him. Brother McDowell.
I think Benavidez is low rated, so I'm going with the ball.
Okay. All right, Bernard.
I like Bivol. I think he's a qualified boxer, but he also has good punch, good touch. I like him. I like his style of fighting. So I think he'll come out on top in that fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think we're going to see 12 rounds of good boxing.
All right. Hey, George, you want to finish out what you were saying?
Oh, me? I was just saying earlier, I was hoping there was somehow somebody was calling me, even though I have my phone on airplane mode. But it would Better Be if I look at him and I look at his body and the muscles and how he moves. And man, this guy looked like he was creating a factory in East Germany somewhere, and I don't want to get sued, but I would, if I were Bivol, I would make sure there's strict testing in this fight, making sure somebody's showing up at the gym before to get urine samples and everything else. Because there's something about Better Be. It just doesn't look right to me.
Okay. Who you got, though?
I'm going with Bivol. I like him as a boxer, really.
Okay. I just did. I got you, Bernard. Okay. Let me get Mr. Will.
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. I like Better BS for that.
Okay, Bruce.
Man, this whole card, I'm loving June 1st. It's a holiday. The 5-on-5, the undercard, every card on that, every bout on that card is a main event. But the I'm gonna take offense on what you said, George. I talk to John Scully all the time. He's an assistant trainer to Beterbiev, and this man, yeah, he's an anomaly. He gives adverse blood tests because he's a cyborg. He's just a devout Muslim who's never put a drug or alcohol in his body. He does nothing but train. He doesn't know who the champions are. He doesn't know the history of boxing. He just wants to fight. He's had 300 amateur fights. He's just a. You can hit him with a baseball bat and he's still going to come. I mean, the fight that he had with Brown, his head was bashed open, but he's natural. He's just a dedicated family man. Prays 5 times a day. This fight is you're going to see a different fighter with Beterbiev. Bivol, he doesn't impress me. He wins,
I feel the same way.
but he just doesn't. He doesn't do anything for me in the ring. And I think Beterbiev, he may get hit, he may get cut, but I think he's going to he has that unbelievable power. What is he, like 19-0, 19 knockouts or something? Nobody's seen the final bell. He's in the Tank Davis category as far as knockout percentage goes. And I think Bivol's going to be maybe he'll last the bell, but I think Beterbiev, he's something special, man. He really is. And don't take your eyes off him. He's 35, and I think he's going to be fighting another 5 years.
All righty. I'm going to give y'all mine. I like Bivol. I'm going with Bivol, man. I feel though that he's the better boxer. I feel though that he has better feet. And Beterbiev, he's getting older. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with the young guy, Bivol. He's coming off a confidence win. And I'm going with Bivol on that one, man. One more I want to get to you all, man. On that same card, if I'm not mistaken. Wilder and Zhang. I'm going to go straight to Troy on this one because he's going to have fun with it. Give it to me, Troy.
Zhang by knockout. If it go past the 7th round, I would be shocked. Zhang is going to knock him out. He just listen. He doesn't have that passion anymore to go in there and do what he does. He doesn't really want to do this. He's just collecting a check and he's looking for a way out of the sport. He's not gonna win this fight. I 100% believe that with everything in me. He's not winning this fight. This is Wilder.
Okay, George.
Man, I can't disagree with what Coach has said. And when you see the man walk into the ring with his wife and his fiance, doesn't seem like he's focused on boxing anymore. You get my point? And it's one of those, I don't know. If Wilder has his passion back and he's trying to get back, yeah, that right hand, nobody can get up from it. Not a fight I would bet on, but I'm going to go with Wilder.
Bernard.
Man, I think we said it earlier. We can't just discredit for 1 or 2 losses. So I can't just throw away what I've seen Wilder have the ability to do. I don't disagree with none of these gentlemen, but I think Wilder going to figure it out and get a knockout.
Bruce.
I think Zhilei Zhang is just too big physically. We're looking at 60, 70 pounds. And, man, you know, we're talking about Ryan and Devin Haney quibbling about 3 pounds. We're talking about 60 pounds. I think that's just too much, and I don't think Wilder's hot in it anymore. I think he's going to get knocked out. I hope he doesn't get hurt.
Mr. Will.
I've got to go with Zhang on that one.
Brother Umar.
Well, I know so much about Wilder, man. He's not up for it. He don't listen to nobody, man.
Hold on 1 second, yeah.
He go out there and do his own thing, man. So, dang.
Also, y'all, you know, I don't know if you heard him speak the last time Wilder spoke. He said if he don't care if he live or die in this fight, that's a fighter looking for the door. He's looking for an excuse to get out of the business. He don't want to box no more. He's just taking this money that they offering him, and he's looking for a way out. He does not want to do this no more. What fighter you know goes into the ring thinking, well, if I live or die, it don't matter. Come on, you don't want to fight no more. Just say you don't want to fight. You know, that's no different than Mike Tyson.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, that's the same as Mike Tyson biting Evander's ear. He didn't want to fight no more.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Now,
You don't want to fight.
All right. Well,
I think this is gonna be Wilder's last. Can I say? I think the Bomb Squad gonna hit Zhang in his last great performance.
okay. You know, for all intents and purposes, man, I'm a Wilder guy to the bone, man. But I feel though that Zhang is a more talented fighter, skills wise. He's a bigger guy. He's been more active. You know what I'm saying? He had that great condition. I don't think he does too much running.
well, one thing too, he's slow as molasses and
Is he ever? So,
but I still think he's going to stop Wilder.
yeah, I think he wins against Wilder, unfortunately, man.
I think he stops Wilder.
Okay.
Yeah, and Wilder about 36 now, right?
Yeah. Maybe 38.
How old is Zhang? 40?
How old is that? Like 60?
Isn't he 40 years old or something like that, or close to 40?
I don't know, man.
He's like the Cuban. He's like the Cubans. We don't know how old he is.
That's crazy. Well, listen in, fellas. I appreciate you all coming in. I'm gonna cut it short today, man. I'm out of town, and I appreciate everybody came in. Another excellent show as usual. We covered a lot of bases, man, and we got another fight coming up with that 5x5. I'm very interested in that. You know what I mean? And I know you all as well. We had a good fight this weekend, man, and boxing is winning. I'm okay with it. Bernard Hackett's son is a free agent now. Am I correct?
Yes.
Bernard Hackett's son is a free agent, so let the biddings begin. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting a lot of interest. A lot of people are interested in him. So hey, let's just send that power towards Bernard that they get a good deal done, man. You dig? I believe in prayer, so man, I'm gonna be praying that y'all get a good deal, my guy, with the right people, man. You dig? And I want to see your son go far because I know he will. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, man, I'm gonna run around the screen. Everybody give their last say or whatever they want to say, and we're gonna go out the door. I'm gonna do it just how we got it right here. First person, Bruce Gas.
Always a pleasure on a Sunday evening, gentlemen. I didn't get mugged once again, so it was a successful night in here, man.
Mr. Will.
All I can do is ditto that. And it's the highlight of my weekend.
All right. Troy Graham experience.
Well, as usual, is all respect, man. We can get at each other and be respectful. So I definitely enjoy it. Zhang is 40 years old, by the way. Zhang is 40 years old. So I enjoy coming over here. As far as your son goes there, brother Bernard, I wish him all the best too, man. I can't root against your son. I'm always gonna root for him, brother. So, you know, all due respect, brother. And, all right.
Yes, indeed.
Brother Bernard.
I think we had a great weekend of boxing. I want to say, congratulations to both of those young men, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They secure futures for their families. So anytime any boxers can secure futures for their families financially, I don't have a loser. Only the fans get a winner and a loser, because at the end of the day, both of those guys are winners at the bank. And hopefully, if God willing, my son will also be able to be a winner at the bank as well.
Amen. And the boom shagalaga to that. Brother Marvin McDowell.
See everybody next week.
Sound like Russell Simmons.
Right.
Yeah.
George Ham.
Okay. No, it was a great week in boxing, and it just shows you anything can happen. And couple great things happened this week. I was so happy to see my #1 fighter, Jaron Ennis, sign the Matchroom. So I'm so happy for Boots, man. Great fighter. I think some great things are going to happen, and the whole world is going to see how talented he is. And for Brother Bernard, I've been judiciously looking at all the tapes and stuff on your son, man. He's extremely talented. So I'm praying, like Boots, he gets a huge deal.
I thank you for that, brother. I appreciate and respect your opinions at all times.
Amen, amen. Well, listen here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And I know the people in the chat appreciate because they show up every time and they stay from bell to bell, man. So other than that, man, I appreciate Lottie Dot and everybody in the chat. We salute y'all, man, for hanging out and rocking out with us, man. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore and the Old Timers crew, and we out of here.
I want to say bless up one and all, y'all. Bless up one and all.
Back at y'all in the morning, man. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore. How you turn this damn thing off, man? And we out.